Next on Talk Business 360, the undeniable business case for more women serving on boards in corporate America. Betsy Berkhemer-Credaire is our next guest, and she has a great deal of experience in this area. She's been in the executive search business with her own company, Berkhemer Clayton, for over 20 years. And she's the author of a new book called The Board Game: How Smart Women Become Corporate Directors. She joins us in our Talk Business 360 studios right now. Betsy, welcome.
Thank you.
Betsy, why do so few women serve on corporate boards now?
Well, traditionally, chief executive officers of companies have chosen other CEOs to serve on their boards in order to advise them, people they trust, people who have sat in that role before. And until now, women CEOs have been rare. So women have not often led large publicly held companies and been accountable to shareholders, so the CEOs haven't chosen them. Getting on corporate boards is all about who you know and who knows you, whether you're a man or a woman seeking a board seat. Even women who have developed their careers in the C-suite have not developed the contacts and visibility to be considered. Men do this more naturally through their business alliances and country clubs. And lastly, women have not known about directing their careers toward ultimate service on boards until now. We were never told in business school to work toward ultimately serving on boards, so we didn't make the connections and we didn't generate the contacts that are needed.
What do women bring to corporate boards?
Well, Credit Suisse research revealed results from a 6-year global study from 2006 to 2012 showing that corporations with women on their boards outperform corporations with no women on their boards by 26%. There were 2,000 large cap companies of $10 billion or more tracked in that study, and they found that women take more thoughtful risks. And the companies with women directors carried less debt and rebounded from the recession more quickly. Net income growth for those companies with women on board averaged 14% greater than those without. So women bring perspective to decision-making that is different from the male perspective. We all know that. And they bring important experience from leading other sectors of business that are critical to global companies today. It's no longer realistic to have just the experience of CEOs on board. The companies need the understanding of new technologies, marketing, even global human resources to help management compete in today's complex global world. And historically, the population of women executives in those categories has been high.
So, as a woman, where do you start? What can you do to break in?
Well, there are 3 basic steps during your career-long pursuit for corporate boards, which, by the way, could take a few years or many years. The goal, it's all about who you know, and more importantly, who knows you. So you must build, number 1, strategic networks of contacts in order to gain business relationships with people who currently sit on corporate boards, so they will be impressed by your work experience and recommend you to their friends who may be looking for a new director. And by the way, don't retire from your career before you find a board. The first board is the hardest to get, but you'll always be able to be named to other boards once you've been on one. So second, get industry visibility in your industry. Become known in your trade association. Serve on boards there and to get appointed to government commissions and boards of advisors. And third, get prior board experience. Corporate boards want people with previous board experience. So 80% of the women who serve on corporate boards were recommended by someone, probably a man, who knew them on their large nonprofit boards, also private companies and corporate advisory boards. So get that board experience on your resume.
Betsy, this has been very informative. Thanks for sharing your expertise with us today.
Thank you.
We've been speaking with Betsy Berkhemer-Credaire, author of The Board Game: How Smart Women Become Corporate Directors. Visit winningtheboardgame.com for more information, and you can find the book on Amazon.com.